Hi everybody. Um, Sorry I have been kind of absent. Um, if you can tell by my voice, I'm kind of sick and I sound weird to myself because my ears are plugged, so it's going to be really weird. But I have just been so busy with moving and college and just life in general that I really have not gotten around to making a video. Um, but I finally found a couple minutes, so I'm going to do that. I will show you my belly, and this will be my 23 and 24 week vlog. I am 24 weeks and 3 days, I believe. Um, so yeah, I'll show you my belly. So I'm getting really huge. Let's see if you can see my belly button. My belly button is doing almost starting to come out. My belly button never popped out with my son, so I'm hoping that that will happen this time because I kind of want to have that Audi belly button. Um, anyways, so I'm 24 weeks, and as you can see in the background, that's my chalkboard for my weekly photo. Baby is now viable, um, which is a huge thing for me because um, when I was 19 weeks pregnant with my son and I went into preterm labor, I remember being told that I couldn't have him before 24 weeks because that's like the definition of um, if you have your baby before 24 weeks, they consider it a miscarriage, and if you have a baby after, it's considered a stillbirth, or they survive. Um, so this is what the point where they call that the baby's viable, there's viability in the pregnancy, and that just, it's such a relief to me. Because I remember with my son just really wanting to get to that point and being really excited once I got to that point. So now I'm here and I can just relax a little bit. Of course, hopefully this baby stays in all the way up until their due date. Um, so yeah, symptoms. Um, I finally got my first cold. As you can tell, it's just a head cold. It's really not that bad. I'm on day 3 and I actually am feeling a lot better, so I'm sure it will be gone. And other than that, I really haven't been having any symptoms other than Braxton Hicks, and it's going to be really TMI, but whenever my husband and I are intimate, afterwards I have contractions, like actual contractions, that last about every 5-10 minutes, and they last until the next morning. So that's something that I'm going to bring up with my doctor. Also, I have my next doctor's appointment this Monday. Today's Friday, so it's really soon. I'll be getting another ultrasound, cervix check, and then just regular appointment. So that's great. Um, I've been gaining a lot of weight. I'm up 19 pounds, and I guess that's too much because you're only supposed to gain 25 to 30 your whole pregnancy. I'm already up to 19, so I just again started counting calories, um, and I realized that even with the additional 300 calories that you get for being pregnant, and when I work out for my college class, I'm still going over my calories every day, and I've only been doing it for 3 days, but still, I go over my calories, and even still, I feel like I'm not eating enough. So, um, that's also something I'm going to talk to my doctor about, because I really don't want to gain the whole 50 pounds that I did with my son, but I'm kind of headed that direction. So it sucks, but hopefully we have enough time to change that. Also, I know you're really not supposed to check your cervix, but I did when I was TTC, so I still do sometimes. Um, and I only do it once every other week or so, really not that often, because it can, you know, induce labor and stuff like that, and I just don't want that to happen. But usually when I check my cervix, it's nice and closed, and I can reach it, and it's fine, and it feels just like puckered lips. So there's, like an indent, like if you were to pucker your lips. But the other day when I was having contractions, I wanted to check my cervix just to see if I needed to go to the doctor or not. And I couldn't find my cervix. And so it was kind of freaking me out. And I waited till the next morning, and the contractions had gone away. And I checked my cervix, and I could actually slide my finger into my cervix. And so I'm wondering if that means I'm dilated. I have not checked since then, and that was nearly a week ago. So, like I said, I really don't like checking my cervix. I don't do it often. So it's been about a week, but I haven't been having contractions, and I'm not in labor, so I'm fine. I'm not leaking. I haven't lost any mucus plug, nothing like that. I'm totally fine, but it still kind of worries me that I feel like I might be dilated. And I see my doctor on Monday, so and that will get checked. My cervix will get measured. It's all gonna, it'll be fine. But I'm still kind of worried about it. I'm also nervous because my first 4 ultrasounds, the baby was measuring right on June 19th as a due date. And then between my 4th and my 5th ultrasound was 2 weeks. And in that 2 weeks, the baby had dropped down 8 days. So on my 5th ultrasound, the baby was measuring 8 days behind. And that never happened with my son. So I'm nervous about that because with this ultrasound, I don't know if they will do a ton of measurements like that. They probably won't, but it makes me nervous that maybe the baby is just not growing right. I don't know if the baby will be more than 8 days behind by now because it's been 4 weeks, or if the baby will still be 8 days behind, or if it was just hadn't hit the growth spurt yet and it has caught up since then. I don't know, but I've never had a baby measure behind, so it's been kind of in the back of my head and making me really nervous. So I guess we'll see on Monday. And I also need to pick up my prescription prenatal. It's been there for a month, and we went to go pick it up, and they said that they had put it back on the shelf, and so we had to wait a couple days, and then they didn't have my insurance on file, and I didn't have my insurance card with me because we're in the process of moving, so I still haven't picked it up, and I'm just using a generic one right now, but hopefully I'll get that in the next couple days, and um, I think that's really it for pregnancy. Nothing new is happening. I just am pregnant. I forget a lot of the times. Like, I'll be alone in the bath and watching the baby move, and it like hits me, and I'm like, I'm really having another baby. There's actually another baby in here. And then it's weird. I never forget that I'm pregnant. I always, know I'm pregnant. But I tend to forget that I'm having a baby, if that makes any sense at all. um, so yeah. And as for life, it's March, and that means we're 1 month closer. I actually ended up canceling my gender reveal because I really just don't have the time or the energy or the money with moving to do a party. So I'm just not going to do a party, and I don't want to plan a baby shower or anything like that, so I'm just not going to do it. Um, and then also this month, it's my mom's birthday, and I am finishing up this quarter of college on the 21st, my last day. And with that, that means that on the 21st, I go to school, it's my last day, and then I go and I pick my son up from daycare, and then I go back drive 3 hours, and I'm finally home, and I get to live with my husband full time again, and I'm just so excited to be there full time. The commute just sucks. I was gonna drive the 3 hours today after school because it's Friday, to be there for the weekend, but I really just don't have the energy to do it, and I am still packing. You can see this room is a disaster. There's boxes, there's laundry. It's just everything is a mess, and so I'm actually gonna go tomorrow. Um, so that I can work on packing tonight and get sleep. And I really just don't want to drive the 3 hours. And I know the ferry wait is going to be long because it's Friday night and stuff like that. So, but the 3 hour commute is just really getting annoying doing it twice a week. It's a long drive and the ferry ride and with a toddler, it's just really not fun. I had to pack clothes for the day to go there and clothes to come here, and it's just I look forward to finishing this quarter of college and just being over there with my husband full time, seeing him every single night, just being alone in our apartment together. It's just, I can't wait. So yeah, I only have 21 more days of that. So um, that's that. We got a bunch of new clothes for the baby, and we're working on the nursery, and I can't show you that here because one, I haven't announced the gender, and two, um, I'm not there, so that's that. And yeah, can't really think of anything else that I need to talk about other than I guess I can share with you guys my social networking. Um, you guys know I use Facebook, but I am back on Tumblr, and if you want that, just message me, and then all my other links are on my Tumblr. And then so I'm on Instagram, and I got a Kick, and I got a Keek, and YouTube, obviously, Facebook, my Fitness Pal, Blogspot, all of those, Pinterest. So all of those links are on my Tumblr. If you want any of them, just ask me, and I will let you know those. But really, I think that's it for this week. Bye.